What up, Dokkanners? The Dokkan Thank You Celebration gift card number 6. You can use this to obtain one of these 77 characters during the Thank You Celebration. We can actually earn up to 7 of them, so you can actually obtain up to 7 of these characters. You can't pick up more than 5 of any one, but still, you can get quite a few characters. So a lot of you veteran Dokkanners are probably having an easy time picking the ones that you want. But for those of you who are new to the game, for those of you who are still relatively inexperienced, you might be unsure as to who to pick up. Do you pick up a character that you don't have a copy of? Do you pick up a character that is so broken that it's incredibly powerful in one specific situation? Do you pick a character that has an ability that spans past just the one situation, but in all situations? Or do you pick a character that doesn't yet have an EZA that could potentially be getting one sometime soon? So I'm going to be giving you my top picks for these characters. And if you guys have your own opinions and feelings, feel free to share them in the comments down below, because your criteria might be different from mine. The best case scenario that I can tell you is that even if you don't pick up the ones that I choose, or maybe you don't pick up everyone that you want, this list will just come back the next year. Like, we've had this same list, and like a couple of units I think have changed. Even then, I don't even know. If we were to go back, I would imagine, I think this list has actually been about the same. So the only difference is that every single year more EZAs pop up. So yeah, don't stress out too much on this one, because you have 7 cards. So if you pick up a couple on your own and you don't like it, you still have time to make decisions to kind of fix that. So anyway, let's go through how to obtain these cards first. So all 7, just all you got to do is read. So I'll go ahead and just read this for you. Exploding Gratitude Dokkan Thank You Login Bonus. So a Dokkan Thank You Celebration gift card number 6 can be obtained upon the first login during the above period, which is from the 2nd of November until the 29th. So if you're watching this, you've probably already picked up the one. Another one can be obtained after logging into the game between the 22nd and the 23rd. So therefore, you can get up to 2 cards just by logging in. So for this one, why is it specifically between the 22nd and the 23rd? Oh, was that the visual bug? I think that was that little visual bug that we had where they instead had a Super Dokkan Festival in there, and people were confused. I was a little confused, but I did say it might have been there. Let me see. 22nd, 23rd. We scroll down here. No, it wasn't that one. There was a Dokkan Festival ticket down there. Anyway. Yeah, so down there, you'll be getting back-to-back SSR related items. Next way you can earn these cards, you can get them. Up to 2 cards can be obtained by completing specific missions. So one is already obtainable from the part 1 missions. Let me actually pull that up. You can actually find out right here. So if you go to missions, then we go in here, it'll show us exactly where. So you can get the Dokkan Festival ticket by clearing 900 stamina. Definitely do that. And you can actually get 2 from part 1. Wait, did they? So shouldn't this technically be 3? Oh, I guess it is. Yeah. So up to 2 can be obtained from the part 1 missions. Part 2 will then give you another one. So that's actually 3 gift cards that can be obtained from the part 1 and part 2 missions. And there you go, 1200 stamina, complete 12 or more part 1 missions, and there you've got 3 cards right there. Up next, Purunga Dragon Ball campaign, you can earn up to 2 gift cards. Now for this one, the Purunga Dragon Ball campaign is basically every 7 Dragon Balls that you pick up, you get 3 wishes. 3 wishes basically means 3 of these things. You get to choose them. So if you were to pick the gift card in round 1, you get that free SSR. You can pick up whatever else you want. Round 2, the gift card isn't available, but the Dokkan Festival tickets will be. So on round 2, you can pick up these 3 Dokkan Festival tickets. Round 2, you can pick up these 3. And then round 3, you can go back and pick up the gift card again. So a third of your 9 wishes will be used up on gift cards and Dokkan Festival tickets, which is a pretty good deal. And then the remaining 6 can be used for other things like hidden potentials, stamina, keys, whatever else you want. So basically what I'm trying to say is it's very easy to get all these, and there's no reason for you to not. So with your 7 gift cards, who do you choose? So what I did was I took the liberty of up-resing the image, which I now realize was a big mistake because look at that. Anyway, this is the image, right, of all the 77 characters. So I blanked all of them out, or I basically desaturated all of them except for my top picks. So these are mine. I just feel like in general, with the various pieces of content that we've got in Dokkan, with their abilities individually, I think these 6 characters are among the best. And of course, that doesn't account for all 7. So, you know, if you want to pick up maybe one more copy of any particular character, you could. Or if you want to extend further, you could pick some other characters that maybe you had on your list. I do have a backup list right here with a couple of these units that are not entirely grayed out, but they're like half. So they're kind of like my personal hot take picks So yeah, let's just go through these characters first. So we'll start with my my Sinister 6, if you will. This is 6, right? Yeah, I know how to count. All right, so we'll start with the Golden Frieza for obvious reasons. Golden Frieza is an amazing tank. 90% damage reduction. Damage reduction is universal. No matter what event you are doing, damage reduction is always important. It is always effective. You can never not have enough damage reduction. And with this day and age, how the meta has been continuing, units basically need damage reduction to even be considered in the top 10 now. You need to have some form of defense. If you don't, you've got a problem. Now, this unit doesn't have the greatest defensive stat line. It's actually non-existent in the passive, but with a 90% damage reduction, that kind of compensates for that and then some, making for a very good unit to run on a lot of different teams. Even on some of your super teams, if you're bringing like a full Power of Wishes squad, sometimes I have a slot 3 unit just dedicated to Golden Frieza, just a tank. So this is actually a very good unit that for me personally, I see a lot of mileage on, so definitely have at least one. This is a very good unit to have on most events. And plus, if you're a new player watching this, you probably haven't done all the events. This Golden Frieza will be a very reliable unit for you. Moving on now, the next one down the list. So this one is a little bit more specifically catered to Future Saga. So if you were around during the Future Saga celebration, or if you have a bunch of Future Saga characters, then you might also agree that the AGL Super Saiyan Trunks and Mai is an incredibly powerful unit. With the EZA and with the ability to run alongside Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan units there, facing against Zamasu and all those events that have Zamasu on it, this Trunks is really, really good. And I have done several videos and challenge runs using this unit on some of the marquee events. They didn't disappoint. Trunks and Mai, very, very good. 30% damage reduction, E+3. I mean, the stats are insane when you've got the right units on this team, which you would. So it's a very specific situation that you would run this unit, but there's a lot of events that allow for that. And with the worldwide download now behind us, if you guys were there for that, this unit shined very brightly. So I do like this unit, but only if you're a Future Saga aficionado. Next, we've got the Int Whis. Int Whis is actually stupidly good. Int Whis can support multiple categories, and you can give yourself insane dodging when on the right category team. If you're running a full Bond of Master and Disciple team, you can give this unit 50% dodge just by having full rotation of Bond of Master and Disciples. The support is on point. The overall support is on point. Plus, with the ability to raise defense and lower attack, this unit is actually pretty defensive oriented, and it can put up some pretty impressive numbers. It may not seem like it, but I'm telling you, when the conditions are right, this is kind of similar to the Trunks in a way, because it is a little bit more focused on the particular conditions that you would run, but there's a little bit more that you can do with the abilities that kind of branch out, like all ally support, Realm of Gods crit boost, Bond of Master and Disciple boost. Whis is good. This is a unit that I think everyone who uses the Whis will tell you this Whis is fantastic. So definitely consider picking up Whis. Next, we've got STR Piccolo. Now, the only reason, actually, there's two reasons. The main reason why I suggest Piccolo is if you ever are interested in doing World Tournament, Piccolo is a must-have on the event. Piccolo just makes the event so much easier because the animation's fast, guaranteed critical on the one time that you attack, which should take everybody out. And also in general, you have orb changing. This unit also works well on movie hero teams. So it helps World Tournament and also helps movie heroes. That's basically the point. But the main one is World Tournament. And people have started to find themselves in desperate need of doing the World Tournament to get certain characters. Maybe you don't have the EZA LR pick into Piccolo and you want it. You're gonna have to do some World Tournament to get it. So this is only going to become an increasingly more demanding event in terms of the better units that come out. So best be prepared. Bring Piccolo. It's pretty good, and I like him, and he's cute. Also, I'm pretty sure he like single-handedly bodied the Metacooler challenge event like 2 years ago during the worldwide download celebration. Dokkan Vets, you know what I'm talking about? There was like this crazy, hold on, let me just pull it up. There was this crazy like challenge event from like 2 years ago where I think if you had the Piccolo, you just won. So it was year 7, right? Yes. And it was in was it part 2? Where the challenge event, it was just like a singular Metacooler core thing. Where the heck is it? Oh, here it is. I'm pretty sure it was this event or something like, it was this event or it was the Metacooler Army. One of them, if you had Piccolo, you just won. Like it was crazy. Anyway, moving on now. Oh, spoiler alert. Next one is Whirus. So physical Whirus. I love this unit because this is one of the few double orb changing characters that has the ability to protect itself. With the EZA, this unit becomes a Fusion and Realm of God support with 3 orbs picked up, which is very easy because you are transforming Tech and Int, always. Also, this unit works perfectly with the physical Super Saiyan Goku GT, a unit that will probably need... You will have to utilize those nuking services again with future events. So it's best to be prepared with a solid nuke team, and that's why this unit is going to be very good, both short-term and long-term. Plus, high chance to dodge with 5 orbs picked up, which is very easy. If you can't dodge an attack, you can give himself more stats with the extra stats that you get with 7 orbs, plus raising attack and defense. This unit is actually pretty decent, and I do like it. Plus, even if you don't care about the stats, the one ability that you just need to have is this. Double orb changing is going to help on certain events. So do it. And the last unit among my Sinister 6 is the physical Super Saiyan Bardock. I really like this unit because this unit has insane defense, good support, works on some of the newer category teams that I'm running. Pure Saiyans, powerful comeback, exploding rage. Some of the more powerful characters that I run these days are on those types of categories. And with the ability to guard all attacks after receiving 1 attack, really makes this unit a solid slot 3. And I use this unit all the time in slot 3 situations on like Broly runs, transforming Cell runs, even the Future Saga Red Zone event runs. This Bardock is very, very good. Of course, you know, you have to be able to take 1 hit. So you got to play carefully, but if you do, this unit is actually pretty decent. Plus, you raise defense greatly on the super attack. Look at the defense, man. 318. What? So those are my Sinister 6 picks. So if you guys agree, disagree, feel free to share them in the comments down below. And real quickly, my final 3 extra characters would be STR Topo. I'm not going to zoom in. The up-res is horrible. STR Topo, STR God Goku, and Physical Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta. Now, the reason why I picked these guys is because I personally like them. And I think now with these other characters in front, these characters are less valuable, but I still think that they have a lot to offer. So first off, STR God Goku. I like this guy. This unit's EZA, I think, was actually pretty good. I wish that the stat boosting was longer than 3 turns, but if you don't have the physical God Goku and you're looking for another God Goku, this is a pretty good one because you get damage reduction with each attack received. You have a multiplicative super that boosts by 50% for 3 turns. So as long as you're putting your foot on the gas, you will continue to remain at high stat counts with an ever-growing damage reduction here. Plus, your stats increase with each attack performed. So if you maximize on additionals, this unit can actually put up some good numbers, and I very much like this character. So this is just my personal pick. This is not like a meta thing. Also, STR Topo. He is one of the better support characters because not only does he provide 40% attack and defense support, only key +1, but also defense nerfing for the enemy and reduces damage received by 40% when HP is 70% or less. That is a very rare feat for support characters. So the fact that this unit has that, I think, is a very underrated ability. And of course, whenever we get a good new Topo, this unit will become a heck of a lot more relevant. And I still like him. All around support, all around defense nerfing. I like it. And then lastly, Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta. I believe that when he does get his EZA, he will be insane. This guy has a multiplicative super himself, 50% for attack, defense by 30%, but for 6 turns. Plus, you get more stats with attacks received. I like both of the Super Saiyan 3 Vegetas. Medium chance of guarding all attacks if HP is 60% or less, high chance of guarding all attacks in general. Oh wait, no, and if HP is 60% or less, high chance of guarding in general. And then if you do get the guard, 40% damage reduction. So imagine this damage reduction kicks in with the guard when you've done all of your stat boosting with like 6 turns of multiplicative supering, or more like 3 turns with multiplicative supering, and then all of these stats have been gained. This guy's actually a pretty decent tank. In terms of 200% leads, I don't believe there is one. Let me actually show you guys. I've mentioned this before. Let me just say it again. The DokkanInfo.com page has the ability to show which units fall under Super Saiyan 3, fall under 200% leader skills. So I'm just trying to find the Vegeta. So here's Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta. If we go to 200% leaders, we got 1. Okay, so we got the Int Mod Vegeta. So yeah, not great in terms of leader skills, had 200%, but still, I think that this unit is pretty decent. So those are my 3 sleeper picks, or my hot takes, whatever you want to call them. But these are my overall choices. And if you are new to the game, I think picking up these characters, especially the Sinister 6, would be a great starting point. That is all. Guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like down below. Let me know in the comments your thoughts, your personal opinions on which characters are most valuable for new players, for veteran Dokkanners, for anything in particular. Let me know your own personal criteria. Which one did you pick number 1? Which one was your, I guess, hot take or sleeper pick? Let me know who and why in the comments. down below. Also, be sure to subscribe for more Dokkan content in the future and click the notification bell so that you let YouTube know you want to see more of my stuff. Do it. Thanks again. Stay tuned and remember to Dokkan responsibly.